friends, welcome to our channel Innovative Techs. Now today we are having with us Ms. Neha Bagchi, who has cracked the interview in Niamo for the position of HRO. Yes, one thing just to mention you that she is from the HR background. So I think you will be getting a much more good insight from her that how to build your resume, how to portray yourself either from the GD itself or from the in the interview round. So yes, she will be sharing also her total interview experience over here. So please watch the full video to build your own strategy. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you so much, Foster, for giving me this opportunity to, share my experience in front of everyone. I always wanted to do this.
Thank you very much. Video that what are the rounds over there?
Like there were actually 5 rounds, which was before I could understand that whether I was selected or not.
Okay, if you can mention the number of rounds.
Um, First round was the basic aptitude test, and then it was GD group discussion. Then there was resume screening. So all these things happened all together. I mean, back to back. And then we were shortlisted, and then there was like 2 rounds of interviews. First with the department head, and then was with actually the profile on which we were working.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. My next question to you that yes, you mentioned earlier that there was a round on the CV selection. So my next question to you that how did you build your resume?
So actually, from our college, we were given a template for actually for freshers and for experience. So I actually designed it in my way because I thought it would be more unique to see a resume which I have created for my own. So I would like to mention here that what are the key points which an HR looks when the person is actually screening your resume. So the first thing I would like to mention is that you have to understand what is the JD of the profile. But when you are making the resume, it's not possible that you understand the JD of every company, right? So what you can do, there are some key points while making the resume. It's you first you have to understand what skills are you including. Make sure those skills are your unique features, because with that skills people are going to understand whether you are a fit for that role or not. So make sure that the skills that you mention actually justifies you, and you can actually portray that, because if you try to show something and you are not that, then things gonna be really not so good there.
Yeah.
So skills, I remember in my resume I've designed the skills in 3 parts. That is domain skills, number 2 is your technical skills, and interpersonal skills. So we usually mix up things, but I didn't do that. But that was a later part. So I mentioned those skills which I have acquired from the internships which I have done and the life project. So at a point I have mentioned all the learnings, or the key learnings I have got from all these programs. So those things should be aligned. This is what my suggestion would be, so that you can make them understand that suppose there is a co-curricular activity. For example, if you're good in debate, so it actually shows your public speaking skills. So these things should be related. This is what I feel.
Okay. So as parents, as our expert mentioned that yes, don't go in a group means don't portray yourself the others are doing. What is something which is uniqueness in your resume also and as well as also within you. Thank you. So my next question to you that the first round was the aptitude round as you mentioned earlier. So how did you prepare yourself for the aptitude round?
We started from initial days. So it was like nearly. I remember it was actually from the first semester itself, but the more rigorous training started when we were in second semester.
Okay.
So we used to have classes on aptitude, And then again, we already had reference books from R.S. Agarwal, so we used to practice from there. And to brush up our knowledge, definitely we would take assistance from our teachers as well.
Okay. If you can mention the difficulty level of the test.
Well, I would mention the difficulty level would definitely be from medium to high.
Okay.
Yes.
My next question to you, Miss Neha, that what is the GD topic?
The GD topic in this was Christmas versus New Year.
Great.
Yeah, it
So,
was an abstract topic.
yeah. So, what was the strategy in that room?
Well, I remember we were actually 10 people for that round. So I didn't start in the beginning. So I joined in between.
Okay.
So this is my belief that when you talk when we talk about an abstract topic, I think people want to know that whether we have the capability to think differently, think out of the box, because we can say a lot about Christmas and New Year, about the differences, but actually, I think they were looking for something, something which can relate the two, or maybe I can say something on a different lines. That is to be precise.
Okay. Great. So, if you can remember, what is the selection ratio?
I think 5 people were selected
Okay.
from that.
Great.
Yeah.
So, really a tough competition.
Yeah, they were looking for someone actually who would talk a bit different. See, this happens. I think when there is a group discussion of 10 to 12 people, they tend to look for people who take the points from others, and they logically take it into a line where they can justify the points with facts or data or something related to that. So
Okay.
maybe for an abstract topic, one might not have a data, but the one can definitely have a logic to justify it at the point.
Great. Great. So, let's come to the PI part. So, what was the first question they asked you in the first PI round?
Well, the question basically was that I have to tell something which is not there in the resume,
Oh,
something
great.
different. Yeah.
A tricky question.
Yeah, because most of the time what happens, we tend to explain that tell me about yourself, but they wanted to know something about myself, which they couldn't see in the resume.
Okay, so what was the strategy? How you portray your answer?
I made sure to say something um, which I had mentioned in as a skill, but I haven't justified it. So I know
Okay,
that this was the strongest thing which I can justify. So I started from there, that why I started liking that particular subject or particular domain, and slowly and gradually it has become a skill for me.
okay, great, great. Let's come to the second PI round. But what is the first question?
The first question, as I remember, was related to the core of my domain. So it
Okay,
was like, please tell me about the subject you prefer most, or the
okay,
most likable subject in your domain. I remember actually, the thing is, the moment you say what your favorite subject is, they start back to back questions after that.
okay,
So my
great, great.
suggestion would be, you should always say such a subject on which you have a good knowledge about to speak.
Obviously. So I am humbled to know that what is the next question?
Actually, what happened when they asked that what was my favorite subject, I was not prepared for this actually. So what happened? They asked me softwares regarding to that. So I remember I have answered like HRIS because I really understood that subject well. So although I have managed to study a bit before the interview, what are the softwares related to uh, HRIS and other functions, so I was able to answer. But then again, what happens now? They ask you, the more you tell, the more they grill you. again and again.
Okay.
So be sure before you answer anything, because just remember when it is actually the second round, so they are going to, go to the core of your domain.
So next question to you, that how did you prepare yourself for the total placement process?
So I remember that we have started our preparation of the placement drives since last semester. I mean second semester. So from there we were given extra classes to know what are the roles that usually come for placement drives. So the moment we get to know that, then we start preparing that what are the roles and responsibilities and the skills needed, because it's very important to understand what is the role that you want to go for. So you select that and you prepare accordingly. Number two, I would say that we were asked to, and we also knew that in HR round or in the final round, we will actually be asked about the core of the subject. So it is very important that whatever domain you choose, HR, marketing, finance, there are some subjects which are the base. So the foundation has to be very strong. The models, the theories have to be understood, and in such a way that you can apply it on a very practical situation.
Okay.
And the third, I would say, you have to be ready. We were having mock interviews. In that, what I learned is that you have to be ready for every question, every difficult question, or question which might not, you might not be prepared. So you might face such questions. So you have to be ready. You cannot be fearful. You just have to keep patience and you have to answer.
Great, great. Okay, so we have come to the last part of this video. That please mention three key advices to our aspirants.
Well, this is a very recent experience which I have had. So the three, very recent and what I have faced, I would be giving just simple suggestions to the aspirants. I would definitely say number one is your interpersonal skills, the way you communicate. Very humble, very precise, very accurate and to the point, and definitely logical. So good communication skills is something you really need to develop. And second, I would definitely say your knowledge about the domain, because the more clarity you have on the concepts, the more you can apply them on a case study and a real life situation, which would be asked in the interviews. So they might not ask you the theories directly, but they would definitely judge your knowledge. And the third and the most important is that one should not have the fear of rejection, because it might happen that in the first interview things might not go so well. So you have to have a good strong mental strength, which would definitely push you to try again and give your best in every time you do. So I would only thing I want to suggest is that there would be one company who would definitely require your skills, and you would definitely match really in a good way. So that one company you have to crack. So
After this,
yes,
I should say that yes, great points you have mentioned.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Sneha, for sharing your views for the total placement process. Now, as parents, I think you have got a very good insight from her. Yes, you have to build your own strategy on behalf of this. And yes, Sneha is also here for the one-to-one consultation. Those are the things which cannot be mentioned in this video. And for this, you need to go for the one-to-one consultation. I'll be mentioning her total details, contact details below to the video. So please go to the description box for getting connected with her.
Yes, sure. I mean, I'm very happy to share my experiences, uh, and definitely I'm open to give any suggestions, any help from my side I can provide. So definitely you can connect me on LinkedIn, and definitely thank you so much, Doctor, for providing me this opportunity. And the one important thing that I would say is that all the best, and work hard on yourself. Try to build up whatever skills you have, and just be ready to showcase them. Don't be fearful, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Stay
Yeah,
safe.
sure, you too.